Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Dean, and this is 5 Mesmerizing Minutes. Stop wrestling intellectually with the Bible. I see ministers trying to intellectually explain the Bible and intellectually trying to understand the Bible. It's not going to work. The Bible is a spiritual book. Some of the stuff that is in the Bible does not make sense to the common man, and because we're finite beings, we are in the image of God, but we're not just like Him. Listen, according to the Scripture, which I believe is 100% accurate, God announced Himself to be the healer of His people with these words, and I'm going to quote Exodus 15:26. Here are the golden words. I am the Lord who heals you. Woohoo! Yes, those are golden words, because if the Lord said that to the Egyptians, or this Lord said that to the Israelites rather, he gave that promise to them. He's got to give that promise to me, because I'm under a covenant. I'm under agreement with Him. He spoke those words to about 3 million people in the Exodus. And according to Exodus 12:37, every one of those 3 million Israelites believed God's words were true, and the result is that every one of them who needed healing was made perfectly whole. Why do I say that? Because again, I have to refer to the Scripture. We're told that in Psalm 105:37, we are told that He brought them forth, and there was not one feeble person among their tribes. Now, that's hard intellectually to understand, but can you imagine 3 million people, all well and strong, not one feeble, not one weak, not one sick, huh? Intellectually, I have a hard time understanding that. But spiritually, I do understand that, because with all things, with God, everything is possible. Now, if that was true in Israel, if all those 3 million people were healed, if that's true under the law, the Old Testament law, it is much more true for you and for me, who have been redeemed by the blood of God's Lamb, Jesus Christ, and are living under grace and under mercy and under truth. Now, stop wrestling with the Scripture. Take the Scripture and believe it is from God. It's been so proven. The New Testament and the Old Testament check out each other, and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, authorities, have gone through every syllable, every word of the Bible to check it out. And it cannot be refuted. So let this become a settled truth that you absolutely know, as well as you know 2 + 2 or 4. And somewhere you'll get somebody who will say it's 5. But healing is for you. All may be healed. It's God's will for every individual to be well and to be strong when His conditions are met and His word is believed. Now, if there's a justified maybe in your case, then we're compelled to apply a maybe in every case, because God is no respecter of persons, according to Acts 10:34. And by saying that He's no respecter of persons, He doesn't differentiate between all of us. He doesn't favor one over the other. If God will heal anyone, He will heal you. That's according to the Scripture. The tragedy is that these sicknesses and diseases affect the bodies of thousands of Christians, while preachers and teachers influenced by intellectual and theological traditions often stand by with little more than words of sympathy and pity. And they tell the sufferer that it must be God's will, that it must be a lesson in humility. That's ridiculous. That possibly it's God's chastisement, or that by being sick, the sick person is being drawn closer to God. God doesn't have to use the tools of the devil. I'm talking too long. The program's only supposed to be 5 minutes. We'll continue this. I love you. This is Pastor Dean for 5 mesmerizing minutes.